That's it.
Cool.
Welcome to Mentour 360.
Use that. Hi everybody, very welcome to Mentour, yet another video podcast. As always, I hope you're all doing fantastic. And today I have a special treat for you. Holly!
Hi!
It's now 1 year, almost to the day, since we had our last interview.
That's it, yeah.
So, what's happened during that year?
I got a job! Yes! So I think last time we were talking, I was waiting to hear back to see whether I was onto the final stage or I was in the last stages of the recruitment side of it, and I got the job.
Excellent.
Which is great.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. So, what type are you flying for?
So I'm flying an Airbus 320 and 321.
Airbus. Anyway, that's fine. It's still okay.
Okay.
Right. Cool. So, right. So you got the job. How did you find the recruitment process?
It was very varied actually. When speaking to some of my friends, they all had very different recruitment processes. So some people were doing simulator tasks. Mine didn't actually involve that. We had computer-based testing, so kind of an aptitude test, a slightly hard aptitude test than when we were getting into the school to start off with, because at this point we were meant to know a lot more. So it was kind of making sure that we're up to the standard that they wanted there. Once we had completed that, we went on to our final stage, which was group exercises and an interview.
Okay.
So we had an interview with the airline itself. We had a couple of the pilots come along and talk to us, and yeah, it was a really good day. I think there were about 10 of us and 4 positions to get.
Oh, very good, very good. So tell me a little bit about the, because this is something I know that all of my followers are wondering about. Was there a lot of math involved in the aptitude testing?
There's a little bit,
okay.
But nothing which is too difficult that you wouldn't be able to do. I think all the way along it's been about GCSE standards, and you would have been taught everything that you needed throughout your training anyway. So it wasn't anything which was suddenly thrown at you which you couldn't do.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Did you feel, was it hard? I think
it was challenging
yeah.
at points, yes. A lot of digging up things from doing your ground school exams, which obviously right at the beginning of the training,
okay.
And the multitasking and that sort of things. And there was, I believe, maths test where you had a certain number of questions you had to complete in a limited amount of time.
Were you able to do all of them within the time available?
Yes, I believe it did, yeah.
Okay,
It was, I may have been on the last question.
Yeah, because I've had a feeling that sometimes
yeah.
they do more than what you're actually able to do.
There's it. I think I was on my last question and didn't quite finish it. I know I spoke to a couple of people and a couple of them did finish it, but the majority didn't. I think it's more seeing how you deal with the kind of, that time is running out and that pressure side.
Yeah, and that's good to know. It's good to know for you guys as well, that you do your best, make sure that you're thorough when you do it.
That's it, absolutely.
Good. Right, so you got through that. How about the group exercise? That's also something that everyone always talking about. How many were you in the group?
There were 4 of us, or 5 of us, sorry, 5 in our group. And it was, I can't remember exactly.
You don't have to do any specifics.
Sure.
You were a group and you were assigned a task.
That was it. It was a task, and we had to basically work together to complete the task. And I think they were looking for how we deal with other people, how we deal with conflict. If someone has an idea and someone else totally disagrees with it, for instance, I know that I came forward with an idea which the rest of the group didn't agree with, and I think at that point they're looking at whether you kind of maybe get a bit defensive that your idea isn't being taken on board,
sure.
or how you kind of portray yourself, but also take on board the reasons that other people aren't agreeing with your idea. And it's not necessarily about making sure you're the loudest person in the room. I think it's about making sure you've got the combined outcome. So in this point I actually said, I think your reasons for not going ahead with this are a lot better, so let's go with that.
Good.
Let's put mine off the table.
And as you see, that this is a lot about CRM. This is about crew. That is what it is. Crew resource management. You try to get the best out of the group rather than your individual view, and also conflict resolution, assertiveness.
Absolutely.
All of those things are being tested in a group exercise, which is why they're in those kind of tests in the first place.
Sure.
Right, so you got the job. Excellent. How was the type rating?
It was hard.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, I'm not going to beat around. Yeah, it was challenging. It's a very short period of time where we're learning a whole new aircraft, all the systems. There was a lot of computer-based training, which we had to get in, which meant we were staying about half the night, mainly doing it and doing the tests at the end, and making sure that we're getting everything ready for the exams.
Did you feel that the CBT was, the computer-based training was sufficient, or do you need to combine it a lot with of course, the manuals, the FCOMs as well?
Yeah, I think combining with the FCOM was really, really helpful. So we did the training, and it was good to be able to look back at the FCOM afterwards, and the flight crew training manual as well, just to make sure that it was kind of sunk in.
Yeah, no, because that tends to be the thing. You normally cannot rely completely on the computer-based training, because it will give you kind of the foundations, but in order to get the details, you need to dig into the manual.
And the next day we'd normally go through in class what we were doing on the CBTs the day before, to just consolidate that kind of data. And it maybe gave us a chance to ask the actual instructor if we didn't understand why one system was doing this, if we did something else. You know, just making sure that it was all clear in our head for the exam.
Good. How long did it take, more or less, the whole thing from start to finish?
It was about 6-7 weeks, I think.
Yeah, so less than 2 months?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's very quickly, guys.
Really quick.
Yeah, it is a lot of information, like you were saying, to consolidate in a very, very short period of time.
That's it.
How about, then did you go straight, well, I guess you did the...
So we had some simulator time afterwards. So we did ground school, we had the exam, and then we went on to training on kind of a copy like this, but also
like fixed-base training.
Fixed-base side of things, yeah, to make sure we were okay with the actual procedures itself before getting into the sim, because you don't want, once you're in there, you don't want to be wasting time, because obviously time is money for the company. So you want to be able to get straight in and start setting up straight away. You don't want to be kind of fumbling around at that point.
Here's another point for you guys. The more time you spend with your sim partner doing procedures and stuff, the better it will work for you in the sim, the happier your sim instructors will be, and the better you will do.
Yeah. And my sim partner was really, really great, because I think he was very up to date with the technical side of things. So we kind of complemented each other. He was good with the technical side of things, and then I might have been better at another area which he wasn't so good at. So we kind of worked together.
Once again, CRM. Yes. This is what we're looking for. Good. So the whole thing took about 6 weeks, and then you did your base training.
That's it. Yeah.
How was that?
Lots of fun.
It is.
Yes, we went out to France, and just first time you get up there and get to fly the Airbus around in the circus. It was,
I know,
it was
it's incredible. It feels weird, doesn't it? To actually,
really does,
no, it's a fantastic feeling. Okay, so and then you went into line training.
Yes.
How long did that take?
Well, I was over the summer, so it actually probably took a little bit longer than was expected, maybe two or 3 months, just because we could only fly with line pilots who were also having to be used for normal trips as well. So it was kind of working around their schedules as well as ours. I think I finished around September, October time.
Okay, good. Right, so you've been working for about, what, 6-7 months online now?
Yes.
What's your feeling? Is there any tips you'll have for people who are maybe looking for their first job, or getting their first job? Is it something that you would have not liked to know before?
I definitely think kind of the more effort you put in the external side of things, so going to like the flyer shows, going to get your face known, if you're in the school itself, actually helping out the open days and making sure that you're seen around, that really, really helps. The other side of things, just making sure that you are keeping up to date with your sim training. So even if you're looking for a job, make sure that you're maybe getting a couple of hours in the sim as you can,
to
just
keep
to
your
keep
currency going.
Because it's something that they ask, when was the last time you were in the sim? It's something which often comes up. And if you can say, oh, I was in the sim 2 months ago, you're going to look a lot better than the person who was in the sim a year ago, especially if you've done it off your own back.
Okay, very good. What about the job in itself? Was it what you thought it would be?
It's better.
It's better. See, that's what I wanted to get to.
Yeah, it's definitely better. Every day is different. I'm always flying with really great pilots. The captains all seem to be really, really wanting to help. You always hear these horror stories about scary captains who are going to tell you off, but I've not come across anyone like that. Everyone always seems really excited to help you.
I think, and I hope that it's a kind of a new generation of training captains coming up, which are not basically based in the military or back in the 50s, 60s, 70s and so on. And we've been taught, I have been taught since I started that CRM is extremely important, that we want to really support you guys and build you up.
You're trying to get rid of the cockpit gradient slightly.
Yeah, the cockpit gradient used to be very, very high, and now it's kind of gradually reduced. It's still there.
Still there.
But it's better. At least
absolutely.
That's the impression that I hope that people like you have.
Yeah, and I feel that I can, if I'm not sure about something, I feel that I can ask my captain rather than be worried that they're going to tell me off for not knowing something, that's exactly what you want really. You want people to come forward rather than making mistakes.
God, I'm so happy to hear. What else? Yeah. Was there anything that you thought was harder than you expected?
Harder. I suppose, doing lots of earlies in a row, eventually it kind of get quite tired.
Getting up early in the morning.
That side of things, and kind of the changing schedules. But nothing which was, I feel like I had it slightly easy at the moment. So the challenge will be this summer when I'm full on the line throughout the whole summer. I reckon by the end of the summer it might be quite tiring. But
the last day on Earth tends to be fairly, no matter how much you love this job, it's still going to be hard on the last day. Right, but thanks for that. And once again, congratulations on the job. It's fantastic to see people succeed, which is what we're aiming for and trying to help with the channel. Guys, I hope you've subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, and please do by now. And there will be more material coming up. We'll probably see more by Holly as well, I'm hoping. And for now, I want to wish you all a fantastic evening or a fantastic day, depending on where you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.